Philippines. Mapapanood niyo mo kami mula alauna hanggang 2 ng hapon dito lang sa Radyo Bandido TV. Simulcast on DCRJ 8:10 AM at sa Sky Cable Channel 224 and digital boxes and free-to-air TV at sa aming social media account facebook.com/DCRJ 8:10 AM.
Binibini, no, muli, no, from Miss Philippines Earth, palakpakan natin. At maya-maya po, papakilala natin isa-isa. But bago ang lahat, no, inimbita muna namin kayo manood ng Litrato Philippines. Mapapanood nyo kami ng live by Sky Cable Channel 224 at sa lahat po ng TV boxes and DTT boxes nationwide. At syempre, mapapakinggan nyo rin po kami sa aming talapitan, DZRJ 8:10 AM at sa aming mga social media account, facebook.com/DZRJ 8:10 AM at ang aming bagong YouTube channel, DZRJ 8:10 AM, Radyo Bandito. Yes, palakpakan natin, no? Kaya subscribe, follow, and share, and click the notification bell para naman po ma-update kayo sa mga balita at syempre, mga bagong programa dito sa DZRJ 8:10 AM, ang Radyo Bandido TV. Yan, no? At meron din kaming apps, no? Radio Garden apps and Streama app. Download lang po kayo via iOS and Android. Kung kayo po yung nasa malalayong lugar, nagda-drive or tawag dito, bawal po manood sa inyong mga programa. Oo, bago daw yung ating background. Sabi nung nanonood yan, yes, bago yung ating background. At yun, no, ang aming tawag dito, Streama app and Radio Garden app, available po yan, no, via iOS and Android. Download lang po kayo. Then, search nyo DZRJ 8:10 AM. Sabay-sabay nyo po yan mapapakinggan at mapapakinggan, no, kahit saan parte ng mundo. At syempre, umpisa na natin pakilala ang ating mga kasama, no, at ating mga guest for today. Ayan. Para daw ako nag-weather report. Hindi, no? Ito, pakilala na natin isa-isa, no? Unahin na po muna natin syempre yung tawag dito, yung pinakamalayo. Ayan, no? Siyempre, malayong-malayo po. Galing po kasi siya ng Surigao del Norte, no? Pakilala natin yung ating guest, no? Siya po ay isang commercial model. Ang ganda po nito babaeng to, no? At a public speaker and a beauty queen, no? At siya po ay nag-represent ng Siargao Islands and became top 30 finalist during first national pageant, no? Siya rin ay lumabas na sa mga commercial ng mga 2020, no? Namaya, bawal pala magbanggit ng produkto pero kaya pala familiar siya. Tapos while being consistent bilang mga first owners, mga siguro line-up na yun din yung mga grades nito katulad ng mga presyo ng gas. Ayan. At eto. At yung ating dinlister po talaga to, no? At consistent siyang dinlister sa kanilang lugar bilang sa kursong Bachelor of Arts major in Political Science sa Dalasal University, Maynila. Naku, hindi ko lang pala, kapitbahay ko lang pala to. Grabe, no? Oo, at napakaganda niya at pwede pala natin itong imbitahan anytime. Oo, parang pwede natin photoshoot, gano'n. Baka gusto ni mga photographer namin. At siya rin na po ay na-invite po sa magsalita, no, ng multiple events and seminars sa kanilang advocacy regarding women and self-empowerment or environmental sustainability, no? At ngayon 2022 ang kanyang aim, no, ay manalo ng Miss Earth Crown, no, Miss Philippines Earth Crown syempre, and then Miss Earth, at mag-represent ng kanilang municipality ng Del Carmen, no, sa Surigao del Norte. Ayan po, no, walang ibang ating Miss Philippines Earth, no, Del Carmen, Surigao del Norte, walang ibang napakagandang si Michelle Angela Navarro Ocol. Yeah. Hi, Michelle. Michelle Angela, how do I call you?
Angela na lang po.
Angela na lang po. Yung Bordy, marunong siya mag-Tagalog. Pinabahan ako, nag-start na ako mag-English eh. Anyway, no, you're been a consistent model since 2020, no? And until now, kahit paano, yun pa rin ba yung, yung pinagkakakitaan mo? Sabihin nyo, diyan ka bang kumikita through modeling lang or may other pang ibang ginagawa?
I'm also a freelance graphic designer. So, aside from modeling on the side, nag-freelance din ako sa pagiging graphic designer.
Oh, di ba? Oh, ang lupit nito, graphic designer. O di ba tayo? Wala, pag ako gumagawa ng mga tawag dito, design, di kasi ako marunong mag-Photoshop ng weakness ko kasi usually ang alam ko lang gamitin is yung mga yung Microsoft Office and then yung isa yung tawag dito, PowerPoint, yes, pwede pag-graphic pero hindi mo mapapagalaw yun unlike sa Adobe, di ba? Marami kang pwedeng paggalawin dun Oo, yung nakalimutan ko isang app pero ang kadalasan ko ginagamit for editing lang, no? Lightroom at saka yung pang-edit ng video. Yan lang po yung usually meron ako, no? Sa aking laptop. And the rest, wala, no? Yung mga pang-graphics. So, meron pong mga ganyan na ginagamit na apps. But anyway, nasabi mo dito, nag-represent ka ng Siargao, no? Ng unang pagkakata, Corel Draw daw. Yan, no? Tama, Corel Draw. Anyway, yung nag-represent ka ng Siargao. Anong pageant doon?
Sa Miss Universe Philippines po, last year, 2020.
Miss ano po?
Miss Universe Philippines po.
Hindi ko yata masyado marinig. Nag-choppy. Ulitin mo ulit. Come again.
Sa Miss Universe Philippines po.
Miss Universe. I'm sorry, ayun. Oo. At bakit hindi ka na sumali uli ng this year naman ng Miss Universe? Ano nangyari? Bakit? Ano ba? Nahuli ka or you're decided na talaga mag-Miss Earth lang?
Decided po talaga na Miss Earth because my advocacy is more aligned po sa Miss Earth kasi it's for the environment. 2019 po kasi, I was already starting my initiatives for sustainable fashion. I've really been sewing since I was young. So what I would do is pupunta ako sa mga thrift stores, mga ukay-ukay, bibili ako ng mga clothes doon, tapos gagawin ko siya for everyday use na bagay sa style ngayon. So, tsaka nagtuturo din ako, nagbibigay ako ng environmental talks sa mga students about how to promote sustainable fashion and what we can do as members of the youth from as early as now. So, sobrang aligned talaga siya sa advocacy ng Miss Earth na we're trying to preserve the environment and share awareness on how to also improve the current state of our Earth. So, that's why...
Oo. Okay lang naman yun na kahit anong pageant, actually, to be honest, na salina ng isang kandidata, no? But, ang maganda rin kasi dito, yung masaya ka sa ginagawa mo. Diba? That is the key points doon, no? Siyempre, pangit naman na sumasali ka ng pageant dahil napipilitan ka lang. Hindi mo malalabas yung best mo doon parang ang dating nun, ang performance mo, sige lang, maraos ko lang to. Parang gano'n na yung mindset ko. Yun yung mindset ng mga taong hindi sila ganun kadedicated sa kanilang ginagawa. No? Kasi yung taong gusto nila yung ginagawa nila, kasi gusto nila gawin yung pinaka-the best, di ba? Yung best at saka yung masaya ka sa ginagawa mo. No? Yung parang excited
ka. Always put your best foot forward sa lahat ng ginagawa mo, di ba?
Oo, yes, oo. Maganda yan. Pero actually, hindi pa kami nakakapunta ng Del Carmen. Ayun ang tatanong sa'yo. Del Carmen, Surigao del Norte, can you tell us what are the places that we can visit? Kung kami may mga bibisit dito, kasama ko yung ating mga kasama, katulad si Day, at si tawag dito, si Tiara, pupunta kami dyan sa Del Carmen, Surigao del Sur. Del Norte, sorry, lipat ko bigla. Del Norte, no? Ano yung mga pwede naming bisitahin? Ano yung mga tawag dito, tourist spots and then ano yung mga food na may offer nyo sa amin dyan sa Surigao del Norte, Del Carmen?
Oh, okay. So actually, yung Del Carmen, to get there, kailangan mo muna mag-fly sa Siargao Island. Nandun mismo sa Del Carmen yung airport. So kapag sa Siargao Island, andun ka na mismo sa airport and it's located in Del Carmen. From there are also a lot of places you can stay in sa Del Carmen. And we have the third largest mangrove in Asia and the largest in the Philippines. So pwede nyo yun i-visit. And for the food naman, there are a lot of crabs there and lobsters. Actually, may tourist spot doon, Sugba Lagoon, and there are also a lot of fishes there. You'll see a lot of fishermen fishing for different species of marine life that you can eat. So, meron nga akong photo. I will be posting it soon. It's me holding a lobster kasi talagang fresh nila binibenta. So if you guys want to eat that, you can buy it there because sobrang available lang and you can just buy the fishes from the fishermen who fish them talaga, like directly.
Oh,
And yeah,
ang unang tanong diyan, mura ba? Baka naman presyong yung katulad sa Boracay, may mga ganyan, 'di ba? Fresh
hindi,
lobster.
actually, mas mura naman siya doon talaga.
Oo.
Kailangan mo lang pakiusapan syempre na, bibili
Oo.
ako nito.
Bagay,
So,
oo. Pero 'di ba ang language nyo diyan ay Bisaya? Tama no?
mm, 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 mm.
Right? Oo. So
Yes, pero iba
kailangan
siyang, medyo different siya na dialect from the usual kasi na-modify na siya doon. So, Surigao nun.
sige nga, bigyan mo nga ako ng isa yung paano yung maayong udto. O yan, buntag umaga, udto
Hindi po
tanghali.
ako fluent magsalita.
Ha?
Hindi po ako fluent magsalita ng Bisaya.
Bisaya. Okay. Sige, Tagalog na lang tayo. No? yun na. Pero anyway, tawag dito. Alam mo yung una, to be honest, no, yung kalokohan ko nung bata ko, yung narinig ko yung mangrove trees, no? Sabi ko, masarap ba yung mga mangga doon? Ito sa sarili kasi akala ko kasi ibig sabihin ng mangrove na puno ng mangga. Yun yung unang pumasok sa isip kasi magkatunog eh. Yung pala hindi.
Pagkatunog. Malayo siya.
Oo, ngayon okay na, nakaset na sa utak ko, hindi yun na puno ng mangga. Kala ko yung pa naman yung mga gimaras na mangga, no, na masasarap. But anyway, balikan kita, unahin ko muna yung mas malapit sa'yo. Ito ay from Cebu naman, no? Oo, at ito tatawid lang sa'yo ng ilang bangka. Yan, para makilala natin. But anyway, ito, pakilala natin yung susunod nating guest, guys. At pa-share na lang po ng aming live, no? Oo, at para po mas marami po makapanood at makapagtanong. Ako hindi ko pa na-share. Mamaya habang nagtatanong ako kay susunod nating guest para at least makapag-share ako ng live, no? Yun, no? Siya ay 20 years old at isa ring model, no? At host, no? And beauty queen, no? At he was born in Cagnes-sur-Mer, France. Uy, another Phil France na naman ng ating makakasama, si Gwendolyn Pornoil ng tawag dito, Negros Occidental, recently win Miss World Philippines, no? And hoping, no, we are having another Phil France, no, candidate, no? I have a British father and a Filipino mother. I was born in England, but we moved to the Philippines 12 years ago. To be honest guys, dito tuduguin na ako kaya meron din akong ready mga tissue diyan, ayan, para at least in case lang. At she loved our niece and dancing and painting, no? Sewing, and mahilig din siyang mag-TikTok, no? And inclined to design clothes. Wow, another designer like Jennifer De Asis of Mandaluyong, no? And she dreamed having my line of clothing in the future that promotes sustainable clothing. Oo, sample. Baka we will ask for sample, no? Soon. And she is also, hold on. She joined, no, Miss Philippines Earth because she want to bring her yung sarili niya na makapagbigay din siya ng kahit anong ambag, no, para po sa ating kalikasan, no. Another fact about me, I have my dyslexia. What is it? Dyslexia? And I always
Dyslexia.
live by the quote, know your worth, no. Okay, know your worth, no. Oo, maganda yan, no. And people always have looked down on me because of my situation. But now, I am capable of doing what I dream and I want, no? I still have a long way to go out, but I'm already so far from where I used to be, and I'm proud of that, no? Let's welcome our candidate from Cebu City, no? No other than Miss Kiara Lian Wellington.
Hello, hi everyone. Hi, sir.
Oh, now I hear your voice. You have a lovely voice at the same time.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Anyway, you are a Phil France, no? And you live in Philippines around 12 years already. Yes? Is that right?
Yes, sir.
What particular language have you learned in Visayas? Are you fluent in Visayan language?
Not really. There are times I have a hard time with some words that are a bit deep, but I know how to speak. I know how to speak Bisaya. And
yeah, okay. Actually, even though I live from Manila and born from Manila, I worked in Cebu, no, as a chef
Wow.
during the time. Around, I think I lived there around 2 to 3 years, something like that. But I learned a lot, no, even though it's little, no, not a deep Visayas, no. But anyway, Visayan language or dialect. But anyway, um, can we ask, no, since you are in the Philippines already, what are the things you love most, no? Compared to the uh, in France, no? I mean, you're here in
Well,
France, and then
actually, I was
compared
just
to
born
the
in
Philippines in
France.
Cebu, how is it?
Cebu is it's amazing. I love being here. I love going to the beach in around Cebu, and with all the activities going on in Cebu, just like Sinolog and other kind of festivities, it's just wonderful being here.
Yes, that's good. Now, what are your favorite? What are the food that you love most? No, when you are in Cebu,
Lechon, lechon is
you
my
already
favorite.
visited, no? Uh, Around Cebu. And some, did you also go out from Cebu to visit some places here in Philippines?
I've been to Camigan. I have also been to Surigao, and those are and also Bohol. I've also been there
Bohol.
as well. Mhm.
So you seen the tarsier, the small
Yes, I've
monkey.
seen them. They're so cute. They're very, very cute.
It's so cute, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to ano eh, to keep one on my pocket, but
Oh,
the the caretaker said, "Oy, it's illegal." Okay. I will not do it. Anyway, what are the foods, no, that you love most, no, when you're here in the Philippines, and are the what is one of your favorite food that you always eat, no, uh, in either every day or once a week?
it's always lechon. Lechon is my favorite part.
Lechon. Oh my
The
God,
best part is
you're still
is
alive.
crispy.
Lechon is a fatty food, no? But I think you're just what part are your favorite in lechon? The skin?
The
That's right.
skin, yes, the
Yeah,
skin.
same with me.
Very crispy.
The crispy, no? Anyway, how about the ano? Have you tasted the talisay lechon, which is the spicy lechon already?
Yeah, I think I have. I actually live in Talisay. I live in
Ah,
Talisay.
oh,
Yes.
talaga? Really? Wow! Oh, may lechon na tayo, guys. Really not. Also, do you have a business? Your family have a business lechonan also in Talisay?
No,
No.
no, no,
No, you
no.
don't have. Sayang.
Yes, I am.
Sayang. No? Well, anyway, tawag dito, how about the ano, have you eaten the puso? Yung puso is
Oh, oh,
a
oh,
rice
oh.
coated with banana. I don't know what is it, banana leaves.
Yes, but every time I have a get together with my family, kay magkaon jud me with poso and with using the hands, and it's
Yes,
fun because we're all
using hand,
together.
no? We will just eat using by our hand.
Mhm.
No? So this is
Yes.
a lovely things to do. How about shoot to kill, no? The sinugba, kilawin, and then I forgot the to ano ba? Tinowa? Yan.
Or
What is it, right?
tinoa.
The sabaw,
I
no?
haven't
The soup.
I haven't tasted that yet. Wala,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not.
the shoot to kill. It's available in Mactan, or either in I know it's already available also in AA. You can ask. Have you already?
I will try that. I will
Yeah.
definitely try that.
Anyway, if ever, no, some people, no, wants to visit Cebu, what are the places would you recommend that you love most? That you're always been there.
Well, first, if it's Cebu, not a Cebu City, I would suggest for you to go to the
Where?
falls here and also in the mountains, in Taps. It's very the view is amazing there, and our plaza Independencia.
Plaza
It's
Independencia,
also
yeah.
very beautiful there. And
That's-
also our new tourist attraction, our third bridge.
Third bridge, yes. Oh,
Third bridge.
actually, I don't know if it's available. Is it it's okay to stop in the middle of that particular bridge or not yet?
I'm not really sure because I haven't been on the bridge yet, but
You too?
soon I'll be on the bridge na, and I'm really hoping to be in the middle and maybe on the middle of the bridge and see the view of
Yeah,
this
the
of
view.
Cebu.
Oo. But I think you are in Manila right now. Is that right?
No, I'm actually still in Cebu.
You're still in Cebu, no?
Yes.
Oh, wow. No, oo. Don't forget our pasalubong, ha? Joke lang.
What do you want, sir? What do you want?
I'll go back with you with some question, no? But first, we will introduce, no, my neighbor, no? Actually, it's near to me, no? I live here now in Antipolo, Rizal. And actually, she was studying also in Antipolo, Rizal. I'll get back to you. I'll just introduce the other one. Anyway, let's introduce our next candidate from Miss Philippines Earth, no? Angona Rizal, no? She is very near to me. Actually, it's around I think 15 minutes or 10 minutes by motorcycle. I can be there, no? Anytime, no? Oh, I can visit her, no? I'll be in Cebu, no? Ano, si Don Delica will visit Cebu, no? Anyway, eto, nawala. Anyway, hinahanap ko yung ano ni Day. Actually, this girl, no, I love his name, no? Her name, no, including Miss Nice, no? Nice is a name. And then the other one is Miss Paraluman, no? Oh, I love their name actually, no? Anyway, let's introduce our next guest, no? She is 24 years old, graduating student taking up Bachelor of Science in Psychology at Our Lady of Fatima University, Antipolo. No? She was hailed as Miss Muson, Crown Festival 2017, first runner-up and the title holder of the prestigious beauty pageant in Angono, which Binibining Angono in 2018. She is also a freelance model in TV commercial and a brand ambassador of different products. She was a mental health advocate who believes that mental health matters and have strong desire to help people with mental illness by listening to them without making judgment and concrete on their needs on that moment, no? Anyway, let's introduce our representative of Miss Philippines Earth, Angono Rizal, no other than Daisy Lee Kent Gonzalez. Hi, Daisy Lee.
Sir Mike. Hi, so nice.
Ayan, no. Anyway, at how was it, no? Being a candidate of Miss Earth, no? Since you're being in another pageant, is this your first national pageant?
Yes, Sir Mike. Actually, it was my first national pageant, and to be honest, I felt honored that I'm one of the official ECHO delegate for this year's Miss Philippines Earth. So, what I want to do is, aside from my advocacy of voicing out my advocacy, is to promote the ecotourism of my town, which is my lovely town, Angono Rizal.
Actually, I have friends from tawag dito, tourism office. I already interviewed them last March, if I'm not mistaken. And one that they are tawag dito, promoting is their arts, no? I mean, one of the best things that you can visit in Angono is their arts activities and arts places that including the best I just for the Botong Francisco, is that right?
Yes, sir, because our town is actually tagged as the art capital of the Philippines. So we have multiple museums, petroglyphs, and aside from that, we have bar spot. We have also street murals that you can pass by whenever you are dropping down in our town. So I think one of the famous museums here in our town is Bottom Francisco, the one that you mentioned. And aside from that, we have also Blanco Museum.
Yes. Actually, they are the two persons who are very popular in Angono, Rizal, no? But let's talk about that what you said is ecotourism. What are the places that we can visit there, no? Ecotourism place in Angono, Rizal.
if you want to have like to breathe a fresh air, we have Forest Park. And then aside from that, we have petroglyphs. Petroglyphs is the one that we have in Angono Binanganan boundary. And rock carvings was found there. So the oldest rock carvings in the Philippines, you can find it in Angono petroglyphs, and also national multiple museums, the one that I mentioned earlier, and street murals, and also the restaurants that you can find in Angono Rizal. We also have a dinosaur park and Balo Balo restaurant and the many other ambiances, beautiful places that we can visit.
No, that's good to hear, no? Anyway, I hope I can visit that place too, no, in Angono Rizal. Actually, I've been in here around since 2020, in Antipolo Rizal, even though we have another house in Manila. But one thing, no, I love this in this place is the weather, no. When the suns go down, I mean by sunset, during sunset, no, the weather became more ano, no, parang cold, no. Malamig po dito pagka medyo hapon na. Oo, yan. At you can sometimes in the morning you can see the fog, no, here in Antipolo, I'm talking about in Antipolo itself, no. Kasi nasa upper kami, kaya siguro may fog. Pero din sa lower, di ba may part doon malamig eh. I just forget yung pagkalagpas sa, ano ba yun, yung sa Valley Golf. Meron doon, pagkalagpas mo, every time na nagda-drive ako doon, malamig talaga yung lugar na yun. I don't know why, no? Maybe because of the pine trees or the trees. I don't know. But anyway, tawag dito, why did you join Miss Earth?
Well, the one that I've talked earlier, sir, is aside from voicing out my advocacy, which is Jeepney for a Change, I also want to promote the ecotourism of my lovely town, Angono Rizal, because we are just a small town that we are composed of hundreds of thousands of people, and we compose of 10 barangays that could offer different, beautiful places here in Angono, and that we could showcase to the entire Philippines, not just into the entire Philippines, but also to the world. And also, main purpose is that I'm a mental health advocate, and I really want to empower people, especially women, to become confident of who they are, and by embracing all their flaws and imperfections and turning it to their greatest power.
Yes, that's a very interesting answer, no. That's why you join Miss Earth. But I'll just ask each one of you, no, with the same question. But first, I'll ask you a different question one by one, no. So let's start with Daisy, no, since I already talked to you, no. Your advocacy is about mental health, no. And during pandemic, lot of people having this problem, no. Everyone, even I, no, I have a problem with mental health during pandemic time, no, because I'm so stressed, no, about the restriction, no, that we have, even though we have fast, but no, unfortunately I can go out by myself, no. I mean, sometimes I'm allowed, but only me, no. Or I cannot bring my mother or my sister with me, or my pamangkin, so that we can go to the supermarket to buy some food, something like that. Because of the restriction, they have allowed some families like MWF only. They can go out MWF, not every day, no. Remember that, no? And the problem is also we don't have any work, and most of the businesses are closed, no. And some people, including those people who had business, are goes to bankrupt because they still paying, no? Even we have the Bayanihan 1 and 2, no. For me, it's not useful enough. I don't know what particular law, who are the person who actually enjoys, no, the Bayanihan law 1 and 2, including the rents, no, on your businesses, no. Actually, I have a lot of friends who have businesses. They're still paying, even pandemic, no? And if they cannot pay, no, they need to move out, no, or vacate the place, no? That's why they have a lot of problems too, and most of them having a mental problem. I mean, they have a mental problem also, no, at the same time. But I'll ask you a question. During that days, no, or during that years, no, pandemic time, like 2020 and 2021 specifically, no, when our restrictions are sometimes we're open, we're closed, close, open, just like kids, no? And um, what are the things that you done, no, to help some people who had a problem in mental health?
You know what, to be honest, Sir Mike, me myself, I also experienced um, that moment in my life where I felt that I had no one to run to whenever I feel so down and whenever I feel so stressed. And especially the moment where pandemic came, then we have to adjust to a lot of things, especially when it comes to school, because we are adjusting in an online school system, and people are really, not able to explore things. And the moment that my friends felt down and they feel so stressed, they feel like they are not doing good in terms of academic, in terms of other things, other personal stuff. They are asking advice from me, and the one thing that I do whenever they are sharing their thoughts, their problems, one thing that I do is I don't judge them, and I don't give bad scenario where they can feel that they are most parang most lonely, na parang point of their life na mafe-feel nila na hindi sila enough. So one thing is to be kind, no judgment to the people who are sharing their experiences to you, to their problems, and give them advice which can help their personal growth, which can help them to move forward with life. And that's one of the most important thing that you have to do with other people who are sharing their mental health problem, is that whenever they seek help, you have to give them time. Give time to listen, give time to give advice, and also give time for them to run, to just voice out what they feel inside.
Wow, thank you very much for that, huh? Anyway, let's go to Miss Cebu, Kiara Lian, no, Wellington. Kiara, I asked you a question regarding this one, dyslexia. Can you tell us
Dyslexia,
more
yes.
about that particular, sabi mo, you have dyslexia. What is dyslexia all about?
Well, dyslexia is a learning disorder. So I have a learning disorder. I have a hard time reading and spelling. Here in the Philippines, it's not very known here. Not a lot of people understand it. So I would like to let everyone know that some people here in the Philippines have this type of disorder, and I would like to everyone to know, especially in school, that it's not easy to have this type of disorder, to have this type of hardship when it comes to reading, when it comes to spelling, and knowing that people might judge you. So please, I hope everyone will understand about this and give time to learn more about dyslexia, and have time to maybe understand for the people who have especially me. I had a hard time going through school because they didn't understand it, and I also didn't understand it as well. So please, everyone, I hope would please help me and help your friends as well who has this type of disorder.
But aside from that, you have a lot of friends who help you, no? To
Yes, I
overcome
do.
this,
I do have a lot of friends. I have a lot of
yeah.
friends who helped me because of this and who got me through those hard times. And I'm very thankful and very blessed for those people who helped me.
You're very lucky, no, because you have a good friends with you, no, trying
Yes.
to to help you with your dyslexia problem, no. But being having this problem, no, do you think it is can stop you? I mean, is this particular problem that you have is definitely can stop you being a Miss Earth Queen?
Well, because of my disorder, this is the point. This is the time of my life where I am not going to take this as a hindrance. I'm going to make it as a stepping stone for me to to let my mind know that it's not there. I can do what I'm capable of. I'm stronger than I am, unlike before, because I thought I was weak before, but now where I am, and also because of Miss Philippines Earth, I'm stronger as I ever be. This
I
is
remember
a
your
dream come
quote,
true.
no? Your quote is know your worth. No? That is a
Know my
good,
word.
a good words that you can actually amplify yourself to do more, no? Something like that. But anyway, is this your first time to join a national pageant?
National pageant, yes. This is my first time.
No, what are the other pageants that you have joined recently or
The
in the past
other
few years?
pageants I have joined, excuse me, I've in Cebu, I joined Pasigarpo sa Sugbo, Miss
Mhm.
Liloan, and in Minglanilla, Miss High School.
Mm-mm.
It's
Have
where I
you won some of the title, or what particular pageant have you joined?
just first runner up, second runner up. Just
Mhm. And do you think this time you can do more or better, no? And or
yes, I
good,
am
no?
strongly going to do my very best. I'm going to learn everything that I can do for this pageant and be strong and with my
Mhm.
with my co-candidates, my sisters, we will all be strong and we will get through this all together.
Yes, that's good to hear from you. Who are your team? Can you name some one of the person who are helping you in Cebu as your head of your team?
First KF, my KF family, my family as well, my mother, my brother, and other supporters here in Cebu. My close friends, they are supporting me all the way, and for my pasarela, my and for my Q&A, they're all helping me, and I am very blessed that they are going through this stepping stone.
Mhm.
So I am just really grateful for them to be here and help me with all this with this pageant, the biggest pageant I've ever joined. So thank you so
Yeah.
much for all of those people who are helping me.
Okay, now let's go. Stay for a while, and let's go to Miss Angela. And I have a question for you, Angela. You said you are taking political science, no, here in Manila, in LaSalle, no? And how can you relate your advocacy, no, for women's self-empowerment and through the common, no, advocacy here in Miss Earth, which is more about mother nature and environment? How would you mix it up?
Actually, when I mentioned my course, a lot of people ask, how is that related to the environment or Miss Earth? But in fact, we actually do these things too, because we may not be more on the specifics of science, but we also talk about how these things are implemented and what policies we can make to improve the state of our planet. Or for my case, since we're in the Philippines, the state of the Philippines. So we talk about different policies that can be done for not only environmental issues but also other issues. So in the context of the environment, we talk about, like, when we have an environmental issue, like when we talked about the effects of the Dolomite Beach, they were talking about that. And
Yeah.
we would discuss if this is the most effective the most effective solution rather, for the case wherein there was a lot of trash and they had to
Mhm.
clean up an bay. So that is where my course comes in. It's about finding solutions for these problems and how we can implement them through our government and through members of society. So that's what.
If we will ask you a question regarding that particular matter, Dolomite, for you, what is the best solution, no, to come up with the water pollution in Manila Bay at the same time in trash? No, how would you come up with it? Do you think the Dolomite is the only solution that we have, Why not? And then actually, we're asking why not mangrove? Why dolomite?
Actually, mangroves, as you mentioned, is one of the best solutions in my opinion, because in my province, when Typhoon Odette hit them, especially in Del Carmen, because that's where the mangroves are, that is what saved them from a greater impact. So I think, especially knowing that the area there in Manila Bay and the malls and all the residential areas there are near the near a body of water, you should be able to put a place or put something like a mangrove to prevent that from entering whenever there are high sea levels or storms. So I think the Dolomite Beach, although it is seen to be something very pleasing to the eye and effective to some people, I think that a very long-term solution would be to first clean the waters and then put proper waste management systems and then plant mangroves and do tree planting to ensure that in the long run, these will grow and these will cultivate, and that will prevent other kinds of storms, surges, or typhoons to get into and damage the properties and, of course, the lives of the people who are there. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Actually, no, I think that's why they choose dolomite kasi mas magastos yun eh, no? Parang mas may kita tayo dito. Yun na lang ha. But anyway, I have a question to all of you, no, which is definitely the same, no, to each one of you, no. If ever, no, we have a storm. Actually, this is a June and June, July, August, September, October, November, December. It's a part of the year, no, which comes in most of the time, no. When the storms hit the places, siyempre, we've seen, no, a lot of floods and lot of tawag dito, sometimes mga nasisirang bahay, ganyan-ganyan. I know lots of people are helping after the storm, like donating some foods, donating some, some things they can help the people to recover again, no? Oo. But as a Miss Earth Queens, no, you guys, as a Miss Earth Queens, what else you can do to help those people in order to prevent those parang ano na to eh, parang paulit-ulit eh. This is a circle problem that we have here in the Philippines, no? So, as a Miss Earth Queens, no, aside from giving foods, aside from helping those people, what else you can do, no, to help and prevent those disasters that can happen again every year? Can we start in let's start already in Michelle. So Michelle, you can answer that. Go ahead.
For me, the best solution there, it's to start and promote preventative measures, because the saying prevention is better than cure. When you put these measures and you teach people how to react, and also if the government makes good projects that will help prepare the people and also tell them beforehand what to do, this will prevent very bad outcomes, which we could see in Typhoon Odette. A lot of the provinces were very unprepared for the possible outcomes of Typhoon Odette. Some of the evacuation centers were destroyed, and some of the people didn't know where to go. So if we had proper disaster preparedness and we also informed the people on what to do, we would provide seminars, then the people would also know how to react towards these kinds of calamities. And I think that is the best way to mitigate this, because either way, if a storm comes, people will come to help. But the first thing we could do, and the first thing we should do, is to be able to help ourselves, because not all the time rescue is there. So first teach them and then help them afterwards.
Wow, thank you very much on that. No? Michelle, no, I love your answer. Anyway, let's go to Kiara, no, which is near for you. Kiara, what do you think? Same question, no, like what I asked to Michelle, no. The disaster came every year, and people are helping by giving goods, some foods, and sometimes they give some materials to rebuild, no, something like that. But as a Miss Earth Queens, what else you can do aside from that to prevent this particular problems that always happen again and again?
Well, I would also agree with my Miss Earth sister. It's
Yeah.
right. It's better to start to learn now from with us and then teach other people as well, because of course education is very powerful, because if we learn now and then we teach other people, it's not like we're just going to it's not like we're going to keep it to ourselves. We are actually going to help as a family. We'll come together and save our community, and of course we will also have programs to let everyone know how to keep others safe. How we are going to adjust with the calamities after the disaster that happens. So I think I will agree with what my sister has portrayed.
Actually, no, I'm also agreed, no, with Michelle, no, her answer is very good things. We must know and always have a good preparation plan, no, and also not only we're just saying, always don't worry, we have a preparation plan, but kindly teach the other people too, know how to prepare for themselves, no, in order to sometimes like Michelle said, no, during a typhoon Odette, people don't know where to go, no, because the place was definitely that yung di ba yung parang yung nila tawag dito yung mga tao na parang gym nyo yata yun nasira, no, right, that Michelle, no, the convention center, I just forgot what particular
Also our sports center, our new sports center.
Oo, wasak yun, di ba? It is they spend a lot of millions to build that particular place, and then typhoon Odette just sinira niya lang yun sa isang araw, no? Napakabilis, no? Tagal nilang ginawa tapos i-audit isang araw lang, no? Parang so definitely kailangan meron tayong other option, no? I think we have another option. Not only saying to the people, we have a preparation plan. No, nothing to worry. No, not just that. Maybe I think you have to teach the people, no, how to prepare for themselves. Aside, you have another plan for the old people, no? Siyempre, at least, kung sakaling nag-fail yung plano mo, yung ibang tao, alam ang gagawin nila, no? At they can choose not only to save themselves, but also they can save others, di ba? That's right, Michelle and Kiara. Anyway, let's ask Daisy, ikaw, for you, no? I know Rizal hindi naman masyadong katulad ng inaasahan natin kasi silang dalawa, Cebu and Siargao, no? Actually, Surigao del Norte. Talagang tinamaan sila matindi doon sa Odette, no? How about you, no? Ikaw, aside doon sa mga sinabi ko na tumutulong tayo, pagbibigay ng mga foods, sa mga nabiktima ng bagyo, ikaw bilang Miss Earth Queens, ano ba yung pwede mo pang magawa, no? Na pwede mo maitulong sa mga tao? Go ahead, Daisy. Limit mo lang yun, kasi malapit na tayo magtapos. Go ahead, Daisy.
Well, I believe, Sir Mike, aside from the preparation that Michelle mentioned and also my sister Kiara as well mentioned, I think that we people should raise awareness and how we could conserve and protect our Mother Earth so that we can avoid these calamities that would happen. And also, one of the major important thing is that we are, aside from preparation, is that we are properly aware of the outcome of the excessive bad effects of these calamities will give us. And if we are aware, then we are going to avoid the typhoon that will happen. But you know what? Sometimes we cannot just avoid it, because typhoon will just happen. But at least the effect of the typhoon, like for example, flooding. We can avoid flooding if we are aware of the things that we can do to help our Earth, our Mother Earth, especially our entire environment. We should plant trees, at least one plant, and one plant per day. And then if we are going to make that a habit, then I think it would help our Mother Earth, and it would help us to avoid these unnecessary things and the effect of our climate.
Yan, oo. Well, thank you very much for that also, no? Let's clap around to every one of you because you have a good answer, no? Anyway, we will give you opportunity to thank those people, but kindly avoid mentioning any products, no? If you have sponsors for products, avoid telling them, no? You can mention the names of the people who help you, but not the products. Okay, go ahead. Let's start with you, Desiree, since you're the last one na I already talked. Sige, Days, umpisahan mo ng magpasalamat sa mga taong tumulong sa'yo. Go ahead.
First of all, I want to thank my family for giving me unconditional support, and also to the glam team that I have, the team official. So they are my handler, my makeup artist, also my stylist, and of course to the whole town of Angono, to the officials and staff who are giving me wonderful support, and to the people of Angono who are very much supportive as well. So thank you so much, everyone. And to my partner, thank you so much.
Ayun, oo, nawala daw si Angela sa Zoom, oo. At hindi na daw siya makabalik. Baka pwedeng ma-approve ni Tech, no? O ano na lang uli siya. Si Kiara pa naman ang ating kakausapin. Kiara, would you like to thank some people? Go ahead.
Yes, I would like to say thank you to my family. I thank you so much for supporting me through this journey. It's such a blessing. And for my KF family, thank you so much. My makeup artists, my passerella team, and to all the supporters here in Cebu, thank you so much for supporting me. It means so much. Thank you, love you, and for just everything. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much also, Kiara. Anyway, Angela, go ahead. Bago ka ulit mawala, would you like to thank some people, but avoid mentioning products, ha? Oo, alam ko naman yung mga sponsor tayo, pero avoid not names na lang. Sige, go ahead.
First, I would like to thank my mom and my family for always supporting me since I started this journey. And I also want to thank KF and Dita Raj for improving my pasarela and always guiding me on what to do in the pageant world. I also want to thank my stylists, Ken and Jeff, and also my makeup artist, Naidan and Mommy Jen. Thank you so much. And I just want to thank everyone who has been supporting me from the start since my first national pageant. You guys have always been there. And the reason why I'm here now and I'm joining Miss Philippines Earth is because of all your encouragement and support. Thank you, everyone.
Ayan, oo. Ako naman yung nagpapasalamat sa inyong tatlo, kay Desiree, kay Kiara, and then kay Michelle, Angela, no? Oo, at dahil pinagbigyan nyo rin kami makilala kayo ng lubos. At the same time, no, marinig ang inyong mga tinig dito sa aming programa sa Litrato Philippines, siyempre sa aming talapitan, DZRJ 10 AM, at ganoon din sa aming mga telebisyon, no? Anyway, maraming salamat sa inyo at hope magkita-kita tayo muli, no? Sa mga susunod na pagkakataon. At sa mga lahat po nanonood, maraming salamat din po sa inyo at abangan nyo ulit kami bukas sa ganap na launa, alas 2 ng hapon. Dito lang sa DZRJ 810 AM, ang Radyo Bandido TV. Susunod na may programang Trending News si Banat B. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. At see you again tomorrow. Thank you everyone. Bye-bye. And keep safe everyone. And have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Cara. Thank you, Desiree. Bye-bye. Thank you.
The views and comments of the hosts and guests are